All right, so another blockbuster, and I have to say, I'll say this: I think Ryan Poles might quickly becoming one of my favorite GMs in football with what this kind of the smart moves he's been making so far since getting that job. He has now signed Tremaine Edmunds, the former Buffalo Bills linebacker, to a very big deal, a 4-year, $72 million deal. And the reason why I love this move so much, I think they could just use they could use a linebacker. I think that alone helps them. But I feel like this move isn't just an isolation. It's the two moves that make this so smart for me. Is the Roquan Smith trade along with this move? They traded away Roquan Smith for a second and a fifth round pick. Some people didn't love that decision. Some people felt like, okay, Roquan Smith's a good player. Why are you getting rid of him? Well, I think they just showed why. They got a second and a fifth round pick back, and then were able to sign, I think, a better player, certainly someone who has better advanced statistics than Roquan Smith, for less money per year. As 4 years, $72 million, Roquan Smith got 5 years, $100 million. So you're getting a better player for less money and a second and a fifth round pick back. That's just good business, quite frankly, for the Chicago Bears. And the fact that they got him is big. I also think that they also added TJ Edwards earlier, who was a really good player. So all of a sudden, they might have the best linebacker tandem in football. Now, free agent signings don't always hit, but you have the cap space to do it, so you might as well spend the cap space. We don't know if all these moves will work, but a good chunk of them probably will. And the fact that they now have two very good linebackers should just, make things easier for this team that, in this scheme, they do value their linebackers pretty heavily, and having really kind of good coverage up the middle is what they value, and now they have it. You also have Eddie Jackson as a safety further back, which should help as well, and I think should make this a better defense, because it was at times atrocious last year. Now, still have plenty of work to do, right? This does not make them a superstar team just quite yet. They have plenty of work to be done, but they're doing smart things, and I think that this is just a brilliant move. It's almost something you do in like a video game, of trade away a player on a who has a 1-year deal, and then use the money that you saved not paying that player to get more assets. So instead of having Roquan Smith, they have Tremaine Edmunds, a better player, and a second and a fifth round pick. I mean, just talk about good business here for the Bears. And again, I think Edmunds is a great player. I think he's going to fit in with this defense really well and should be a star. So one of my favorite, moves, if you include the Roquan Smith trade, that 1-2 punch, great move, great job by Poles, in my opinion. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.